Hi guys, how you doing? We're back on this disclaimer. Today they're a little bit uproar and they've been sneaking little sounds in. So I want to apologize if you hear any sounds. But anyway, today's video is going to be people who come into your life or people that you let into your life. The reason that I'm making this video is basically for myself. And I know there's other people out there that's encountering this. I've been having difficulties in trusting people again, letting people back into my life, basically from past betrayals, from friends who I believe that I thought that maybe, would stand by me, or even friends who I believe that had backbones, uh, who wouldn't believe the lies, the manipulation, getting sucked in into the manipulations, getting sucked in into the gaslighting, you know. So there's a lot of people that I am a little bit disappointed about, but I know that everything happens for a reason. And I do believe that God, certain people, God don't leave in your life because they can't go with you to the next step or the next level or whatever your journey is supposed to be. And sometimes those people are not made for you. Sometimes those people are a hindrance to your life, even though if you like them. So, I was thinking that I'm sure there's other people out there that's encountering that has difficulty trusting, or that has a certain type of feeling that they're feeling about people. So we're going to start off that, we know that people come into our lives for several reasons. Some people come usually to meet a need that you have expressed outwardly or inwardly. Some come to assist you through a grief or give you assistance through difficulties. Some people come to provide you with guidance and support. Some come to aid you physically and emotionally or even spiritually. Some people come as a true friendship, come as a brother or a sister that you don't have. Sometimes friends are more valuable, believe it or not, sorry to say, than even family members. And we know that we have some people that come in search of romantic relationship. Some come into our lives like a devil sent. And that is the truth. Of course, there are many other reasons. So, let's look into uh, the reason and the precautions to take with people that come into our lives, how to evaluate it. And this is my aspect of it. And I'm sure you probably have another way, but this is how I plan that, when I do open up and I'm ready and God has sent these people into my life while I wait, that this is how I'm going to, I hate to say scrutinize, but, you have to take a look at certain things. We know that people come also to influence our lives. Some people just come to wreak havoc in your life. To me, those are the most dangerous people or peoples. There are some of us who have several type of people or have maybe one from this list that has come into our lives to bring havoc or to influence or to even bring good. We can't always look at the bad things. So the overview about how to be careful or how we should consider a friend or to let someone into our lives is that we have to know that not everyone will have a positive intention or contribute positively to your life when they come. You have to remember that. Not all smiles are real smiles, because even wolves come in sheep's clothing. So we got to be mindful about who we let close to us. We have to safeguard ourselves from negativity, from drama, from harmful influences, from jealousy, from attack. Before we form a deep connection with someone, we have to assess that person's value, their behavior, how they treat other people. We have to make sure that it aligns with our own standards. It's important to establish healthy boundaries. We can't be fearful for that. We have to set boundaries with people, the people that we let into our inner circle. We have to protect our personal space and our emotional well-being. We have to connect with people who connect with us spiritually. That is very important, especially if you have refined yourself and got closer to God and you repented of your sin. You have to protect that, because there are people who come into your lives that will have dire effect on your relationship with God. That is very important. And there are people now who are in your life that is having effect with your relationship with God. So we have to be careful that we don't let the wrong people into our lives, the wrong people into our space. We got to protect our spiritual growth. We got to protect our connection with God. We got to withdraw from these people. We got to pay attention to energy. We got to pay attention to negativity. Letting the wrong person with a negative intent into your life can only bring negativity into you. You start picking up on their habits, start going their direction. These type of people may even cause you to backslide, go back to your old ways, even return into your sinful ways. So we can't compromise our faith right now. Not in these times. We can't compromise our faith with God. We can't let go of all this hard work that we've put in, of trying to change our lives, just because we need a friend. You got to ask God for discernment. You have to. You got to ask God to help you to set boundaries with this friendship or relationship. You got to have healthy timing. You have to be essential in whom you're letting in your life. You got to remember that God's sovereignty will bring the right person into your life. If you're patient, if you want to wait on God's timing, but if you are so in dire need of having people in your life, then you have to pay the consequences of the door that you've opened and who you let in. I would even suggest, I know that word is harsh, but scrutinizing is very important for new encounters. Ask yourself what interests them to be your friend. What do you have in common with this new person that wants to be your friend, or that's coming to your life, or who's even presently in your life? Sometime or another, you have to evaluate that friendship. That's where I fell short at. I just thought that I had a friendship or a relationship and I just let it go. I wasn't evaluating it. You got to make sure that they accept you for who you are, even with your flaws. That friend has to be respectful, thoughtful, forgiving. Because if that person isn't forgiving, say, for instance, you guys might have a little fallout or disagreement. If that person couldn't forgive, what makes you think that they will forgive you? If you have some type of sense of humor, hopefully that person can share in your sense of humor. There are red flags that we need to look out for that will indicate a friendship that's not sincere. Again, I fell short on that. But these are my new lists. You have to, you need to know if you have a friend that's always gossiping to you about other people, what do you think that friend is going to do when you are not around? When that friend is with another friend, don't you think they're going to gossip about you? That's a red flag that you should look out for. If you have a person who's overly critical or judgmental, that's a red flag that you should be very, very careful about. You have a friend that doesn't show interest in your life. You have a friend whose behavior is, inconsistent. They have mood swings. 1 minute they want to be your friend, next minute they don't want to be your friend. You have a friend who changes their mind about their expectation of things in life or what they want. A friend who doesn't focus or show interest in the things that you show interest. That person shouldn't be your friend anyway, because if they don't have any type of interest or connection with you, I don't know how you're going to be friends with them. You have to be very, very careful in these times that we are living in. You know, people come into your lives to monitor you. People come in for no reason to attack you. People are sent by other people just to destroy your family life. Some of you guys have husbands and some of you guys have wives, and you let your friends enter into that relationship. That shouldn't be. And that's where we're losing. A lot of families are losing their marriages and their relationships because they're letting a third party come in. That's a no-no. That's definitely a no-no. We have to be careful. Another thing that is a big plus for me, and I will never, ever let it happen. You see, encountering someone through another friendship, that's a no-no for me. Never again. I believe that if God has someone for you, even a mere walk down the street, you will encounter that person. You don't have to be introduced to somebody by a third party. You don't have to be introduced in a relationship by a friend who you thought was a friend. You never know. That person probably couldn't get through you and they set you up with somebody just to destroy your life. And that person has just introduce you to a devil himself. You were in direct contact with a devil, probably is right now through a friend. So you should be very, very careful. We need to be very careful about our encounters, about who we let into our lives, who we let into our inner circle, who we let into our personal affairs, who we tell our personal details to. Another thing also, if you're the one explaining to a friend all about your life and your friend has never opened up to tell you about their lives, be very careful. That's just a listening ear that's picking up information. Because if you are so comfortable to speak about yourself, why can't this friend tell you about their personal life? If they're holding it back, it's for a reason. That's a red flag also. I've used some scriptures, and I'm still using some scriptures. I pray to God every day that he gives me discernment and not let me make the wrong choices again and not let the wrong people come into my life, because deception is high, especially for me, especially with what's going on in my life. So I'm going to give you a couple of scriptures. Romans 12, verse 1-2, it says, "Do not conform yourself to this age, that you may discern what is the will of God." And 1 John 4, 1-3, we know, "Do not trust every spirit, but test the spirit to see whether they belong to God." So that's asking God, saying to God, is this friend true? Is this friend genuine? Is this friend honest? What's the purpose of this friend? Spending time in the Bible regularly and asking the Holy Spirit for wisdom can help you discern. That is the most definite. There are plenty of scriptures about discernment, about whom you let into your life. When you're in need of making a decision also, you can use Proverbs 3, 5-6, where it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path." God will not let you go the wrong way. Jeremiah 29:11 also is a good scriptures when you want to make a decision. "For I know the plans I have for you." This verse reminds us that God has a plan for our lives, but we must be willing to seek it out. What I say to you and what I've learned from my journey is, let's wait on God. Let's take everything we have in our lives to God. Whatever decision, whatever person, whatever we're enduring, whatever trouble. And then we just have to be patient and wait on God. So I say to you, use your instincts. If something doesn't feel right about somebody, cut them loose. Don't doubt it. Don't re-question yourself. I'm telling you, so you don't fall into that mad hole that I fell. Because some of us are friends or even in a relationship with the devil himself. So be very careful. Discern the people you let into your lives. Discern the people that you tell your business to. Discern the people that you have interests with. So I hope that this video resonate with you, and I hope that you can find some clarification through this video, and go into your Bible and talk to God. God is there for us, and whatever decision he has for us, he'll let us know if we're only patient. So I love you with the love of Christ, and I hope to see you on the next video.